squeaky morning, squeaky brakes. Today's looks like we're gonna be hauling sand out of the pit up by my house. Paving crew's got a handwork job to do, so we're gonna go. They're gonna go do that. I can't do that. I just got one big gate instead of having two or three small ones on the tailgate. So we'll be on sand all day long, as far as I know. So that's what today's agenda is. I don't think it'll be much recording today. Doing blasting at the quarry, so they sent all the trucks from the quarry up there to haul sand. And they got a loader operator there, so I'm just going to be hauling back and forth all day long. We'll see what I can get for you. Sand this morning for this load. We are going on hot top afterwards. I just don't want to have a nightmare because it's going to be on Elm Street in Topsom. Well, I just had a interesting phone conversation. I guess one of the employees here at Crookers come up to me and he goes, said to me, he goes, evidently my septic guy follows you on YouTube. Well, whoever you are, thank you. If you wonder what I'm doing, if you remember, I was talking about how this is acting, looks like I got a piece of electrical tape over the ABS light on this, and I do believe it does. I just dropped the screws out of that. That's okay. So what I'm trying to do right now is, while I'm in line here at the plant waiting to get loaded, I am trying to pop this housing apart to pull that electrical tape off the ABS light. Okay, here is that assembly. And that screw is right there. There's another one right there. There is a lens over this. Can I pop it off, or did they glue it on there? It's kind of stupid. Instead of fixing the issue. Ooh, I don't like that sound. I was hoping I was able to make it real quick, but I don't think that's gonna happen. It's gonna wind up having to be, I have to do this at home. I thought it was gonna be a real quick one, but that doesn't look like the case. There is definitely electrical tape over the ABS light. So I'm gonna definitely have to tear this apart and take care of it. Because the lines for the trucks is moving. I got one under the plant. There's one under the plant and 3 in line. So I've got enough time to get this back together. That's not something I wanted to do. Yeah, well, I was under the plant getting loaded with my second load for today of hot top. I was told we're gonna load and hold. So here I sit in the parking lot, waiting for the word to go head back over to the job site and find out which direction, if they're turning around heading the other direction, or did they just set back and we're gonna pull the same way. Well, today's been pretty uneventful. Hauled 3 loads over to Elm Street, and no, I didn't have a nightmare so far. But we're on hold again. It's what, 12:30. But yeah, it's been pretty slow. I said 3 loads, and the job site is just a mile and a half away. I mean, it was close enough to where the first round of trucks, first round out, the very first truck, there's 5 trucks hauling over there. The first truck was already back before the third truck was loaded. That's how close it is and how fast they're pumping it out. and you can hear a slight skip in the motor right now. That's telling me that that injector's getting worse. So I'm gonna try to run it in the next couple weeks and get some money in the bank so I can afford to do that. It's just this thing is just literally drained the checking account. The month of July was a major loss to the checking account. My expenses far exceeded my income, so that was a loss for that month. Damascotta rotary, there's issues with it. We're not sure as far as like drivers down here and working out of the plant. Everybody up at the working on that job site knows what's going on, but down here we're just kind of going by what we heard. Again, it's hearsay, so do not take it as an official word. But we've been told any like large trucks, tractor trailer trucks, mobile homes, trucks hauling large equipment, they've been blowing tires left and right in there, going through that one half of the rotary that we paved. So yeah, that's a bit of a nightmare. My guess is that rotary, they said it was supposed to be a 175 foot radius. That's no 175 foot radius rotary. Unless they're going from outside edge of curb to outside edge of curb, then maybe. But I would think they would want to go 175 feet from inside edge of the rotary. They could, I guess they're talking about having to try to redesign it before and have us build it before the end of the season. Or us, but the company here. Redesign it and have it built before the end of the season. Well, if you watched me on some of the pellet deliveries, you see in the time lapse, there's a couple rotaries I go through. They had the right idea. It might be a small rotary, but the center of the island is concrete. So instead of going around the rotary, tractor trailer trucks can just drive kind of like straight through it, which is fine. But with all the pop tires up there, and one guy said he heard there's like been three or four accidents just in that one half that we've built so far. I don't know. I haven't been up there, so I can't say if it's true or not. But why don't we call it here? So please like, share, subscribe, comment, stay safe. I'll see you in the next one.